Hello viewers, welcome to the UN College Digital Classes. You are watching our YouTube channel UN College Digital Classes. It is a virtual platform of Udayanath Autonomous College of Science and Technology, and we are discussing a paper that is Social Management, a relevant paper of Master of Social Work. In that we are discussing about the market economy or the local market economy in specification in our previous classes. In today's class, we will go in detail and study more on the local market economy. So, before going into our today's lecture, first let us understand that what this economy is all about. Moreover, when we are talking of economy or when we are talking of market economy of a community or a market economy in general, we are talking of all the financial aspects, all the demand and supply and various other aspects of that particular locality. So, when we are talking of that, when we are talking of the local market economy, what is a more considerable thing or what is more significant thing is the credit, because credit is the source or credit is something which is one which is going to detect or which is going to decide that how the economy of that particular locality is going to be executed or how this local economy is going to operate. So, credit is a major part or it has a significant role in the local market economy. So, when we are talking of credit, there could be various sources of credit from which the investors or the local market participant can have their funding. So, that credit could be from your friends and relatives, that could be from any financial institutions, that could be from various other sources. But one major credit source which is there in the Indian rural market or in the local market of India are the money lenders. So, who are these money lenders and how they operate and what are their importance? So, we are going to read in today's class. So, what are the money lenders and their operations? So, without much delay, let us start our class of social management, that is money lenders. So, before understanding the money lenders and money lending, first understand that what a loan is or what a credit is. The loan is a thing that is borrowed and especially a sum of money that is expected to be paid back with interest. That is what a loan is, what we know. So, our entire civilization, if you will see, is built on the concept of loaning and paying back. And loans are beneficial especially to middle class and poor people, and lender is a person or organization that gives a loan. So, that is, a lender gives money to a borrower with the expectation of a repayment in a timely manner, almost always with interest. So, that is what a loan or a credit is. Now, what is a money lender? See, money lenders are those whose primary business is money lending, and these money lenders are known by different names in India, or we very often come across these very famously known lenders. They are such as the Sahukars, the Mahajan, the Seth, the Baniyas. So, they are the one who are lending money or they are famously known as the money lenders. So, these money lenders, if you will see, they are classified into two broad categories. One are the professional money lenders and the other are the non-professional money lenders. So, if we will see that loan is a very significant role to play while we are talking of our civilization. In the civilization or in the community, various activities, economic activities specifically are done by borrowing loans, and there are people, those who are lending money or lending loans. That means they are paying the money, they are giving you the money, they are lending you the money, and the party who is borrowing the money has to pay it back with some interest to the lenders. That is the concept of loaning is. These loans can be of various types that can be bought, that can be borrowed from professional hubs or institutions. those who are formal institutions like banks more famously, we know there are various banks like commercial banks, developmental banks and other financial institutions, those who are rendering this service of lending money. Apart from these professional institutions, there are persons, professional persons or group of people or institutions, those who are also involved in this activity of lending money. So, they are famously known as the money lenders. So, these money lenders are the major contributor of the rural credit, or they are the one who are catering the need of the rural people by lending them money at the time of their need. Their percentage of lending money is much higher than the commercial banks or other financial institutions, if you will see in the reports, various reports that is published time to time. So, these money lenders, as they are having a very grave role in the economy of the rural India, today we are discussing on that. So, these money lenders are very famously known as Saukars, Banyas, etc., and they have their role, if you will see, from the time immemorial in India, if you will see in the basically the rural India. So, these money lenders are categorized into professional money lenders and non-professional money lenders. Now, what is this professional money lenders and non-professional money lenders? So, these professional money lenders are those whose primary business is money lending. So, they are professionally involved in lending money. So, they are the professional money lenders as we have categorized. On the other hand, if you will see the non-professional money lenders, they are those who are engaged in some other profession, but whose side business is money lending. So, they include might be the landlords, the agriculturalists, the merchants, traders, rich widows even of the rural base, the pensioners, the advocates, teachers or any other person who has got surplus money. So, if we will see, these money lenders could be any person, those who are having the surplus amount or the surplus money to lend to the needy ones, the one who seek the fund or seek the money. So, these money lenders, as we had seen, that they are either a professional money lender, those who are wholly and solely involved in lending money, they are the professional money lenders. And they can also be non-professional money lenders, that means they are having as the profession something else, they are involved in some other profession, but as a side business or as a additional business, they are lending money and getting interest out of that money. So, that non-professional money lenders could be anyone, any person who is having the surplus money and lending money to earn profit out of that. So, this is what the category of money lenders are, either they are professional or non-professional. So, the professional and non-professional money lenders operate both in rural and urban areas, but this division is not watertight, because an urban merchant may also lend to a farmer whose produce he is buying or he buys whose products. So, this is not an watertight division of lending money. It can flow from any form, any civilization to any, or any community to any community, we can say. So, now let us have a look on the working of these money lenders, or how these money lenders are working. Let us have a look on the functions of the money lenders, how they are functioning. So, if you will see, the main function of money lenders is to give short term loans. So, the first thing that these money lenders are doing, that they are giving or lending money for a very short period of time. So, the loans may be given for consumption purposes, to meet social and religious obligations, or the needs of farmers for seeds, cattle, fertilizers, etc. So, for a urgency or for a short term requirement, these money lenders are lending their money. The loans are generally given on the personal security of borrowers. This is another function or another significant thing that is there with the money lenders, that they are generally giving or borrowing it on their own risk. However, the grant of loan on the security of costly things in urban areas are against land or crop in rural areas is also common. So, these are some of the security they are taking when they are granting the loans. Another function is that they have personal contacts with the borrowers who approach them directly and informally. Apart from that, the money lenders normally lend their own funds. So, they have their surplus fund, as we have said, they have their money to lend, and that is what they are lending from their own funds. And the non-professional money lenders prefer to lend in kind. So, they are not limited to lending the funds, they are also lending in kinds. Since the money lenders have a personal knowledge about the creditworthiness of the borrowers, they adopt a rigid or flexible attitude while lending, charging interest and recovery of loans. So, this could be the various functions, or this could be the various things that are involved when they are working or they are lending a money. When a money lender is lending a money, so these are the various few things that is there. That there is direct contact between the money lender and the borrowers. They most of the time they are either directly or indirectly linked and know to each other. There are some personal security. They are giving their fund, and the borrowers are borrowing the fund on their own personal risks, or there is personal security that on which they are lending and borrowing. And the interest rate and other terms and conditions of borrowing and lending is also very flexible, as the lender know the borrower, the capacity of the borrower, the credit worthiness of the borrower, if we will say. So, these are the various ways in which the money lenders are working. Apart from this, they charge excessively high rates of interest. If you will see with other sources of credit, the money lenders are charging excessively high rates of interest. Not only this, the money lenders in rural areas are quite influential persons who adopt pressure tactics in the recovery of loans, such as forcible occupation of the cultivator's land, caste disapproval, pressure for panchayat, etc. So, these are some of the typical things that are there with the money lenders, that they are adopting this pressure tactics or this pressure methods to recover the loans from the borrowers. Not only this, the money lenders also resort to some malpractices in rural areas, which are manipulating the accounts, deducting interest in advance, demanding presents, extracting free services from the borrower, demanding donations, then obtaining thumb impression of borrowers on blank paper, non-issue of receipt for payment of interest and principal, then keeping the deed of land or house of the borrower as a security, forcing the borrower or farmer to sell his product in advance at a price lower than the market, etc. So, this could be the various malpractices that the money lenders are doing and in the rural areas. So, these are what the money lenders are having the repercussion on the society, if we will see. So, in the terms of the local market or local economy, if we will see, the local market or the community or the society may be dependent on these money lenders, and these are the money lenders, and these are the way of working of these money lenders. First thing is they are very unorganized. That means they are not governed by any centralized rules and regulations. They are just following the rules and regulations framed by themselves according to the needs and requirements, according to their own will and wish. They are also charging a high rate of interest in comparison to the organized financial institutions and sectors. And also we had seen that they are having many instances of malpractices of these money lenders when they are operating in rural areas. They might demand for donations, they are giving pressure to the borrowers in terms of various things like panchayats, like forcible occupation of the lands and various other tactics to recover the loan amount. They are also pressurizing the borrowers to deducting the interest in advance. They might take the various unethical practices may be there by these money lenders. So this is how the money lenders are working, and the percentage of the lending money in rural credit in the rural India is more from these money lenders. So this is how the money lenders are working, and these are what the money lenders are. Now let us have a look on the importance of these money lenders. What is the importance of these money lenders? The importance of money lenders can be assessed from the All India Rural Credit Survey Committee's findings that in 1950 and 51, professional and agricultural money lenders accounted for nearly 70% of the total borrowings of the cultivators, and only 7.3% was contributed by the organized institutions like commercial banks and cooperatives. So just 7.3% is from the organized sector, we can say, or the organized financial institutions, but the major portion, the 70% of the total borrowing is from these money lenders. So this grave is the situation, or this is how these money lenders are playing a very, very vital role in the credit or the rural credit, if we'll say in particular. The All India Investment and the Rural Debt Survey estimated that in 1960-61, the money lenders accounted for 49% of the total borrowing by the farmers. So nearly half of the farmers are borrowing money from these money lenders according to the survey of 1960 and 61. And if we go back to the British rule or the time of the British rule in India, a number of provinces passed Act in 1938 to restrain some of the objectionable practices by the money lenders, such as the provisions for registration, licensing and regulation of their activities, but these acts remained on paper and could not come to in practice. However, after the nationalization of 14 banks and with branch expansion and opening of rural banks and strengthening of cooperative banks, the hold of money lenders on rural credit has become weak. So if we see, the importance of money lenders is definitely immense in rural India because of the inadequacy of institutional financing agencies like the commercial bank and cooperative banks, and they meet the short-term monetary requirements of farmers, landless agricultural workers, marginal farmers, rural artisans and petty shopkeepers and traders, and they give loans for consumption needs, for social and religious ceremonies and such productive purposes as seeds, fertilizers, cattle, etc. So this is what the present scenario, with the expansion of the commercial banks, the nationalization of a number of banks and the penetration of the commercial banks into the rural sector is weakening this ill practice of money lenders and unethical practice of money lenders, and these local farmers and the local market is now more dependent on the organized, or we can say the other established financial institutions, and deprived of the harassments and the extraction. So this is what the money lenders and their role and importance in the local market economy. In our upcoming classes, we will be reading some other interesting topic. For today, this is all. Thank you.